Greatest mistakes we make is we think that being in God's will and being in purpose will keep you out of trouble. And I've lived now long enough to understand that sometimes trusting God and staying focused will put you in a fight. Sometimes staying focused will put you in the direct path of the devil. Sometimes staying focused will put you in a fiery furnace. You don't believe me? Ask the 3 Hebrew boys. They were remaining focused and ended up in a fiery furnace. Ask Daniel. Daniel, who stayed prayed. Daniel, who trusted God. Daniel, who never wavered, who fasted, who prayed, who sought God, who told the enemy no, who remained faithful. Yet Daniel ended up in a lion's den. I just don't get it. How do the 3 Hebrew boys remain focused and end up in a fiery furnace? How does Daniel remain focused and end up in a lion's den? How does Jesus remain focused yet ends up on a cross? It's because one of the greatest mistakes that the enemy wants you to realize, he wants you to believe that if you ever get in God's presence, you won't have a fight. And so many people end up frustrated, depressed, confused, overwhelmed, because the moment they begin to trust God, the moment they begin to live right, the moment they begin to tithe, the moment they begin to fast, the moment they begin to pray, all hell breaks loose. I don't know who's listening to me right now, but if you've ever caught hell after you trusted God, you need to type me. If you've ever caught hell after you began to pray, you need to type me. Because so many people believe that if I give my life to Christ, if I serve God, if I go to church, if I live right, I won't go through anything, when the truth of the matter is, the closer you get to God, the worse the devil shows up. The more you pray, the more he tries to drive you crazy. The moment you pay your tithes, think about it. When you were clubbing and spending all your money doing whatever you want to do, you had overflow. But then the moment you begin to tithe, you run out of money. I don't get it. When I was sleeping around, I had friends, but the moment I give my life to Christ, won't nobody return my call. When I was going to the club, everybody hit me up. My car was full. But when I started going to church, all of a sudden they called me bougie. I don't get it. I thought focus would get me friends. I thought focus would get me finances. I thought focus would get me prestige. Pastor Mike, I'm confused. You got me fasting. You got me praying. You got me living right. You got me coming to church. I'm coming virtual. I'm tithing. I'm on the devotion, yet I'm still catching hell. It's because whoever God favors, the kingdom features, but the devil fights.